Okay, guys, this is part 2. We are cutting my hair with these scissors. So let's jump into it. Let me get all our supplies ready and let you guys know what we're doing. Scissors. Preferably the ones that are meant for your hair. I think you can get them at like the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, if you need to quickly pick them up, Amazon, etc. It's the one that has like this little thing right here. That's when you know it's for your hair, I think. I'm going to be using this to comb it when it's wet, get all the knots out, and this to part my hair, make sure everything is even before we cut. And that's really about it. Maybe we'll blow dry it in the end, we'll see. Let's begin. Oh wait, we need a black shirt. A shirt that it's okay to get hair all over. This is Victoria's Secret, so I'm going to change out of this real quick. Okay, we're back. So, plain black shirt. Also, I need to vacuum my floor. I filmed a video of me doing my nails with gel polish, which I'll be posting very soon, along with these videos as well, once I edit everything. So there's nails all over the floor. So before I vacuum everything up, I decided it was time for a trim. And I wanted to do this myself and not pay someone $100 to get a haircut. Also master this for myself to save money, but also for my daughter one day. I want to be that mother that cuts her daughter's hair, having time to bond, but also saving money at the same time. So I need to master cutting hair first. And what better way than to master it on yourself? So we need to build confidence and courage, understanding of the hair, precision, preciseness, patience, and execution. These scissors right here will have me and my future daughter and maybe future son getting a lot closer when I get to take care of their beautiful hair and make them look even cuter and beautiful, teaching them about self-care and grooming. Let's begin. We're gonna spray, soaking the hair till it's really, really wet, almost like dripping. Soak that hair. Okay, other side. Soak, soak, soak. The reason I think wetting it is always better, you can also cut your hair dry, but there's more precision when the hair is wet. It's easier to work with. Also, the hair is all gonna go down and way down, whereas when it's dry, especially for fine hair like me that also gets frizzy, it kind of puffs up a little bit and you might be cutting it uneven. So in order to prevent that, we cut the hair wet. Okay, now we're going to make sure that this part is center and all of the hair is perfectly lined up and even. So I can see that the part is not even right here, so I'm going to fix that just by putting it there and then pulling it back like so. Perfect. Now I'm going to wet it to make sure that it doesn't fold over by accident. And now comb the back as well. Perfect. Okay, now first thing we're going to start with is, let's see how uneven this is. Okay, so this one on the left side is longer. See? The lines don't match up. So either way, we want it to be a straight across type of cut. The reason why we want this type of cut is because our hair isn't like super thick. It's pretty thin. And in order to make it look fuller and thicker and luscious and healthy and beautiful, like the dream hair, we want to have more hair at the bottom. So we don't want the V cut. We don't want all the layers. We just want a normal straight across trim where it takes off all the unevenness, all the damage, all the split ends, and it has its length and its fullness and its thickness. This is the best cut for women with thin hair who want that full, healthy hair, just classy hair, just full and just, you know what I mean? Healthy and voluminous. Like you have thick hair when you don't really have thick hair, you know? Because if you do the V, then it just looks like you have two little strings of hair because you cut all the other hair and there's so many layers that literally at the end of the day, if you grab your hair, you only have like two like strings. It's like that's how thin you've made your hair and like your hair is gone because it's layered, right? And of course, this is an opinion, but if you have thin, fine hair and it breaks easily, I 100% recommend trying it out instead of getting a V like you normally do. And how you know you have fine hair is if you just go like this. If it's like a thick ball, that means you have a lot of hair. If you're just like little, this is when you know you have fine hair. I'm a little nervous, guys. Let's begin. Now let's begin. So we're gonna start on the left side first. I'm gonna stand up. This is our first time doing this in a long time, so bear with me, but I pretty much know what I'm doing. I'm gonna start thin first, just going across like so. My floor needs to be vacuumed anyways, but you also could have a trash can right under you, and then your carpet you just vacuum up after. So again, grab the brush, then the comb, and let's gauge that like so. I do it slightly at an angle, slightly down. This will just create it'll create like a small little, it's not like a straight across, it'll be a slight curve at the bottom, if that makes sense. The reason why you know this is because all the hair is perfectly placed down, right? If everything is straight down and you cut a little bit starting here going down a teeny bit, when you put this behind you, this one is shorter than that one. And then if you do the same thing on this side and then go a little bit down diagonal, this side that's closer to your hair is shorter than the back part. When you put them back together behind you, these two parts on the sides are going to be a little teeny bit higher, which creates that little uplift and then has a slight round than straight, if that makes sense. And I think that's super beautiful, and yeah, which is why it's easy to do and it's beautiful. So I'm gonna try this also with this. Oh, this could be good, this brush. I'm gonna do 2 pieces first. I'm gonna start with the first, which is the front, bringing all this down. Let's look at it in the mirror. I have a mirror in front of me too. And then cutting diagonally like so. Again, down, grab it straight, and across. Amazing, loves. Let's do it again. Back from the top, come down, and slightly diagonal. Okay. And then we're gonna grab some more hair from where we just were and make it even along the other side and cut across. We can make it perfect after, but now let's just get the length to where we want it. So now that we have the length to where we want it, now we just make it even. So we're going to start at the top here. I'm going to grab the hair. We're going to start with the first part. It's a lot of just back and forth. Just be confident and make sure to really see where one is longer than the other. Like I can see right there, that one is too long and it doesn't fit the rest of it. See, now it's more even. And let's go back at it again. Now let's work on the back side. Grab the fine comb and then even it out on this side. See how that one's longer? I'm gonna cut that right there. That is even. See how it's straight? Perfect. And then let's double check and make sure that this front part and this back part are the same. Bring this down, down, and then look at it up close. Hold on. This is why it's better to use this, because let's wet it real quick a bit more. Now let's continue. I'm gonna also curve it just so all the hair goes in this direction and it's easier to control. Curve. Okay. Now use the comb from the top of the head down, and then we're gonna gauge it. It's probably best to wear a white shirt. Next time I would do that. And then bring it down like so. Okay. Right there at the very end. Okay, that should be good. Let me see. Just a smidge bit right there. Like so. Incredible, loves. And then perfect. Now all the hair is perfectly straight. And now we cut the other side. But it's easier to work with. Combing it. Now let's see how much I just cut off. So like, I think I cut about 1 inch. So we're gonna start here and we're gonna cut about 1 inch. Now we can gauge on both sides. Just by going like this and that ends right here. Need a little bit more to be cut on this side, just a little, to be like right there. It really isn't that hard to cut our hair and trim it. It's like easy to see what needs to be cut, you know, like even that like looks pretty good, but I'm gonna cut a little bit more, just a little bit. That should be, pull it down, perfect. Oh, just a smidge bit longer, that should be good. And then pull it together, and I just need to even this out right there. So as you guys can see, Let's even across. Whereas before it was more spiky. Comb it out and bring it forward. Amazing. Literally goes right up to my NIPLE. Now let's do the check. There's one hair that I could make like a little shorter. One like strand. Hold on, let me fix that. Bring this down. See right there? Just these right there. Now it should be. Yes, exactly. Now I want to blow dry and see where we're at when the hair is dry. So I just finished blow drying. It still has a little bit of dampness to it, so I didn't finish all the way, but I wanted to check it out first. Let's take a look. Wow. It already looks so much more healthy and thicker and fuller because I did that. Before, my hair looked so like frizzy and rough and like pointy and just all over the place. It already looks so cute and classy and fuller and thicker. This is the secret for coarse, thin, fine hair that breaks easily. Let's pull it. We did pretty well. Just right there, we can cut a little more, but we did really well. For the first time cutting our hair in a long time for me, like since back when I was younger. Now that it's dry, we can grab it and pull it. Check it out, like right there, just a little bit. I also didn't mention that I did used to have face framing layers. We're not touching those. These face framing ones that I have, like these short ones in here, I'm gonna let these grow out to eventually be down here, but this is gonna take time, right? Because this is so short compared to all the way down here. It's long. See the difference? And then this one's like has a long time to go for this to get to down here. So today I'm just focusing on trimming down here. Just the length today. Just like that. Double check it one more time. Looks pretty good, not gonna lie. You see that? So it's a slight slant, meaning that it goes like that. And the same thing on this side. It'll have that little like slight curve when you have your hair behind. And now we're gonna do this side. Pull it and let's check out. Okay, again, it's shorter here, so it's gonna go diagonal. Cut across a little bit more. So it's more straight across. This side is still higher, you can't see it. And then it goes down. This is on the inside, we didn't touch this part, that's still staying the same. Just the transition from the front pieces here. Fix it a little more here. And across. Yay! Beautiful. Now let's double check one more time. Just a little straggler. Literally perfect. Now let me finish blow drying the rest of it. And we finish the trim. This is how healthy the hair looks like in the end. I love it. It is so full and classy and natural, and it looks so thick on the bottom. It makes our hair look so beautiful, luxurious, super cute. Again, I'm still debating on cutting my bangs. Again, short like I used to, and also the face framing. But at the same time, I kind of like the short long at the same time as well. For now, I just kind of like usually will tuck them behind my ears to hide them if I need to. One length feel look. I need to put product in my hair now because it's a little bit frizzy. I'll be using this oil, just a pea size amount. Rub it through. Start at the tips. I'm also going to wash my hair before I go to sleep. The reason why is because after you cut your hair, you don't want like the little pieces of hair like this on your pillowcase. The final look. I love it. What do you guys think? Doesn't it just look so much more healthy? From like here and down, I used to have balayage that's growing out. Everything from here and up is pretty much virgin. And from here and down, it used to be a balayage, which I dyed dark brown over it. So for, you know, being bleached here, like I think it looks really good and I'm very happy with myself. This is my first time cutting in a long time, and I'm gonna start doing this when the hair needs it. So yeah, loves, this is it. This is part 2. I was a little nervous, but I mean, it looks good. Like, I don't think people would even know or even notice. They're like, oh, did you cut your hair from home? Like, I don't think anyone would say that. Like, it just looks like hair and thick. Let's put the robe back on and see.
Chloe, you're so cute.
I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Some tips I would like to let you guys know before doing it is that you need patience, because you might cut something and then it not be even, but don't freak out. Have patience, breathe in and exhale. Grab the hair, find out where it is, grab the one next to it, and then match it up. It's just problem solving. When one hair is too long, just cut it. Don't go too high up. Remember to cut small portions at a time. The reason why is because if you go too high, then you have to continue like catching up, which will get your hair shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. So if one part is longer than the other, then just go very slow and don't go that high up until it meets there. And then double check it first. And then if you need to go back and cut more, that's better than not being able to undo what you cut, if that makes sense. So patience, 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 and you can cut your hair from home. It's just a trim. You're literally just evening out the bottom. That is it. You grab the hair, you just pull it down. If one hair is like long up to here and then one is up to here, then that's still a whole bunch of dead end that's like kind of pokey now and sharp. We just cut it across, and then now, even if that's not perfectly to the perfect T, it looks a lot more healthy than when it was like one was down here and one was up here because of uneven growth or damage or who knows what, split ends, etc. So patience, patience, patience. Oh, I can bring this back here now. Patience, patience, patience. Breathe in, exhale. You're simply evening out your hair, or maybe cutting 1 inch, but really it's half an inch you're cutting. You're evening out everything. Or do an inch just to really, get more fullness and get all of the damage gone. But remember, start with half an inch first and then work your way up to 1 inch to make sure you like it, to make sure you don't make any mistakes, right? You got it. It's just a trim. You're not touching anything else in your hair. An inch, a half an inch grows in like 2 months. So a month, it goes by quick. The hair will grow out. Everything's okay. We're saving money and it's fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.